dumb. This is so dumb. Alrighty.
And welcome to the first ever XP Shoots live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
And we're going to
crazy.
be talking about some wrestling.
Lots
and at
of
the
wrestling.
moment, we got 0 views, but that's alright.
It's all good.
It's all good.
This is in the talks for quite a bit.
We're going to talk for a little while. If y'all want to join, y'all want to do anything, add to the info, then you can. Anyways, how are you doing today, sir? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Juan. I've been a wrestling fan since 2014, like late 2014, around the time John and Brock were feuding in SummerSlam. You remember that?
Hey, Juan.
Yeah.
I think we look like idiots.
I mean,
You know why?
why?
Hold on. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you why.
You didn't show me why?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wrong. How come? Oh, come on. What's up? What's up? What's up? Turn it. Yeah. We're lagging hella, huh? No, turn it down though.
No, it's not lag.
Okay, apparently you thought it was on for some reason.
Yeah, because the headphones are off.
Yeah, but it's on.
My bad.
All right, yeah, no, we're still new at this, so like bear with us.
Bear with us.
So yes, I'm Juan. I've been a wrestling I've been a fan of wrestling since 2014. Back when I think it's like right after the Shield broke up. I didn't saw that, which that kind of sucks, but
Biggest missed opportunity in wrestling
really
history.
biggest missed opportunity, and you were talking about wrestling to me like a lot
Yeah.
back then.
I was a big wrestling fan right after John Cena and The Rock. I did not experience that match, but I did experience CM Punk versus Undertaker, which I think happened earlier that night, which is funny because I watched that match and I had no clue who the two main eventers of that night was. I didn't know them. I didn't care for them. I thought they were the same dude fighting each other
What?
as a kid.
You thought The Rock and John Cena were the same guy?
Yeah. I really did think of the Rock and John Cena were literally the same guy. I'm not even kidding. That was funny.
I didn't even know they were wrestlers. I thought they were like actors, because that's how I know them. By.
Well, currently.
Well, currently they are. But I'm talking about back then when John Cena specifically used to be on WWE, kind of like
No, yeah, that's
full
true.
time.
That's true.
But I didn't know. I thought he was like some type of, I don't know, sports person. Yeah, it's. Yeah, the video is pretty crappy, but this is all we're working with. But
Come on, guys. There's a little bit of
video.
technical issue.
Yeah. I think we should put it on another. Okay.
Technical. What was it called?
Technical difficulties.
Difficulties. Thank you.
Virtual camera. Nah, we don't need that. We tried to test this like a bunch of times, but
It's kind of working better in there.
yeah, the video's just so crappy.
Yeah, you can tell.
Nah, we're working with what we got.
Working with what we got, guys.
But I'm just finding it out and let me just have any time to cover this. If wants a picture, like okay, this is a letter. Yeah, because now I'm as well just like it's gonna be fun voice and stuff. But that's the video. It's gonna turn to a little mini podcast, then stream.
Yeah. Oh, we need more.
That's fine. You wanna check the live stream?
You'll check. See how it's doing.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, the audio's fine.
That's true.
But I didn't know. I thought, yeah, the audio's fine. It's just the video's just a little crappy. I know this is so late to sort this out right now, but it's all good. It happens.
True.
It happens. It happens. No, but we're still here, and we're still talking. So.
Yeah, true.
All right. So, Mike.
Yeah.
What was the one moment in wrestling history that made you realize that this is what I want to watch for the next decade?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because no one really thinks about it. Like, they do, but they just don't really think about it as much.
I know they got me hooked on Daniel Bryan.
Oh, back in 2014.
Yeah,
He
they
became a
really
champ.
got me hooked back then. But I was a kid too. But, you know, Daniel Bryan was actually my all-time favorite until he left to go to AEW.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know why they let him go so easily.
Right.
Realistically.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's everyone's preference.
That's true. Yeah, and for me, Roman Reigns has always been a really, really great wrestler to me. And it's kind of controversial because there's a lot of the people don't really like him. Well, lots of people really like him now. But back in 2015 through like 2018, that was not a good year for Roman Reigns. I am not gonna lie.
Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman had a tough time. It's like seeing him. He had a hard time because of CM Punk.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Wait, yeah, kind of. Because think about it, wasn't like their first, didn't the Shield like attack CM Punk to debut, or was it Ryback? No, it was during Ryback and CM Punk's match, right?
And the Rocks.
Oh, right.
CM Punk versus Ryback, Hell in the Snow.
Survivor Series.
Yeah, Survivor Series.
Survivor
And then-
Series 2013.
Yeah, and then a few months later, Royal Rumble came upon,
Oh, 2014.
and that's when he faced Rock. That's when Rock beat Punk, but Punk had the Shield come in to absolutely dismantle
Oh,
The Rock. But that ended up backfiring, and Roman ended up. I'm sorry, not Roman. CM Punk ended up taking up the L, and Rock went to Mania to face John for the title.
Right. That's nuts. Is that like around the time CM Punk like just quit for 10 years? I think he showed up quite a few times afterwards.
So this is what we're gonna do, guys. I see there's 2 people on the stream. No,
Probably one.
no,
other
it's just 2
person.
views.
There's probably one other person. Yeah, we're just doing a little talk,
Little talk.
wrestle talk.
Feel free to join into the conversation.
Yeah, feel free. You know, we're interested. We're open with anything.
Open with anything anyone wants to talk about.
Yep. Anything at all. Because right now we're just kind of talking about the era of. I mean, it was PG era, but like more of the era where the Shield was there.
Yeah.
Early 2014. And, you know, late 2014, you know, the year 2014 wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I'll admit, I didn't really like
It ended off. What do you not like about it?
Batista winning the Rumble didn't really make any sense to me.
No, it didn't.
That should have been Roman's year, and people were rooting for him too.
Yeah, people were rooting for Roman. That's the crazy thing. And they only rooted for Roman because Bryan wasn't even in the match.
Yeah. And he has yet to win a Rumble at all.
Yeah, he's never won a Battle Royal before. Crazy fact.
Battle Royal too?
He's never won a Battle Royal. No.
That's bad. Jesus Christ, man.
Alright, hold on. We're gonna do something real quick.
What you got? What you about to do? What you about to do?
Where is it where you get your phone on here?
Is it? I don't know if it's connected to your phone though.
We're gonna have to see.
View capture device.
View capture device?
Yeah.
This one?
No.
Video capture device.
Yeah. I don't know though. It's just that. So what are some other eras that you like other than...
PG era was good.
It was okay. It was good. I think when they started they had a few... They had a great handful of wrestlers at the time.
They did.
Especially like 2007 through 10.
True.
That was a good like.
If anyone's interested in
We still had Undertaker. We still had Shawn Michaels. I think Kane was there. And then in 09, and then 09 we had the goated Randy Orton.
Yeah.
That was sick. I really liked that. That was pretty freaking cool. I think he had a good rival with Triple H, but like he really should have ended up winning, you know.
Should have ended up winning.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do something. Cause I'm really.
Honestly, it's fine like this.
We was wearing.
Want more views? More followers?
I
more
think so.
sales?
I mean, I think so. It's on that.
What, for this one?
Yeah, you're just transitioning on the same one. The camera's not gonna be as smooth, so we just kind of had to accept it, you know.
Right.
Okay, so what else do you want to talk about? What else you got with wrestling? What else you got?
Let's talk about some SmackDown tonight.
All right, let's do it. Who we got today? I seen we got. We might have Paige today.
We might have Paige today.
That's crazy. She did a podcast with Stephanie McMahon.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she had this idea for merch, saying like I debut and win championships. That was pretty hard.
Damn.
I like that because honestly, that's what she pretty much did. Honestly, for the start of her career, and as well as her career recently coming back.
Yeah.
Cause she came back, she debuted and beat AJ Lee
On
And
Monday Night Raw, she was NXT champ at the time too.
Really?
Yeah.
So she was a double champ?
She was a double champ.
No way, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
For
man.
like a small period, because she did have to lose the NXT title.
Yeah, she did. She ended up losing, I think, like a week later or 2 weeks later.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Dude.
She was first ever woman to hold the NXT and Divas champion.
Yeah, really? Wow, okay.
It's
Yeah.
interesting how things like that works.
Yeah, man, it's nuts. It's nuts, man. Oh, you're trying to pull up the camera or what?
Yeah.
It's not. It's still kind of buggy. So I don't think putting the camera will be. Yeah.
It's not as buggy.
I
Not
think
as buggy as it was earlier.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, we're gonna try to keep it back on this camera. I think we just need a little bit more Wi-Fi power, dude. No lie, because it was working well earlier. Like it was working better.
I guess, but Okay, back what we were saying about Paige. She's honestly, she was one of those wrestlers who really stand out at the time. Whenever there wasn't as much gimmicks as we had now.
Yeah.
And honestly, you gotta appreciate that, because if it wasn't for Paige, we wouldn't have a lot of like very dark gimmicks we have now.
I feel like Paige brought that. Well, she brought "This is my house," right?
Yeah.
We all know that. We all know that line. And a lot of women, they didn't have like slogans or anything.
She had like an edge to her.
Yeah.
And that's what at that time for divas, they didn't have that.
Right.
They really didn't have that, and it's crazy that we're in an era where we're seeing lots of edgy gimmicks like Rhea Ripley, Tatum Paxley. Her character's fucking cool.
Yeah, in NXT.
And then we got the White Six with Nikki Cross. Even Nikki Cross on her own, whenever she was a bit psycho,
Yeah.
Typically, if it was the Divas era, that wouldn't necessarily be like a normal thing to honestly, offer for Divas. But I'm just glad they're, that the women's division, they're having a variety of gimmicks, not having just being a girly pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying is necessarily bad, because there's still quite a good handful of girly women wrestlers, and they actually wrestle good.
Yeah. No, I believe that too.
Yeah, man.
I think the camera's working a lot better now.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really looking at the camera as much.
Yeah. I think we're okay now.
I mean, I hope. Who knows? There's no data. Okay. You don't got much to say, man? What you got to say? Because the audio is working, and it's still going.
Audio's not the issue.
Okay. I mean, it's still going. I mean, we can just go back to the other thing.
No, I don't want the I don't want the image.
What's the
Last thing, because
yeah. There's three that I really came from. That Rocker with interest. What's Carmelo not doing today?
they really
on the chat. Let's talk about like Cody Rhodes. What else?
Yeah, we'll ask you what you want. Maybe why you subscribe now. Tooth on this alligator. It's gonna hurt like that. So guys. Hey, come on, we're gonna go ahead and do this, and we do this. So, if you want to see this, I'm gonna start this countdown. Guys, already? We're gonna do it.